Hey guys! So in Darth Vader number 2, check that video out in the link below, we see, through a conversation between Grand General Tagge and Darth Vader, that Tagge runs the Empire far differently than Tarkin. Tagge completely disagrees with Tarkin's strategy, specifically with the Death Star. Today, I will outline both Tagge and Tarkin's philosophy on how to run the Empire, and then I will give my own personal take on it. But first, if you haven't subscribed, please do so before continuing. Also, check out my other videos. As seen throughout the canon, as well as in Legends continuity, Grand Moff Tarkin's philosophy was to rule by fear. This meant several things. For one, this meant that all worlds in the Empire needed to fear the Empire and the terror it can impose to stop any form of rebellion in its tracks. For another, it meant that the Empire would have to continually inspire fear, meaning that no mercy was to be shown. The Empire must make an example out of any who disobeys them. But how did Tarkin plan to rule by fear? The answer is through the Death Star. As a planet-destroying superweapon, this was the biggest inspirer of fear the Empire had. If the Empire had succeeded in destroying Yavin 4, along with Alderaan as well, the Empire's citizens and planetary governments wouldn't dare rebel or even back up any rebellious efforts, for fear of their planet and the billions of lives on it being destroyed. In fact, this is exactly why Palpatine wanted the Death Star. With the Death Star ensuring that no more rebellion will occur, he could focus on learning more about the dark side and what was calling to him in the unknown regions, as stated in the Tarkin novel as well as in the Aftermath trilogy. Of course, we all know that Tarkin's plan failed, as the rebels destroyed the Death Star, inspiring hope that the Empire could be defeated. Grand General Tagge's philosophy, on the other hand, was to rule using massive amounts of Star Destroyers and not an individual asset like the Death Star. Since the amount of Star Destroyers able to be produced is limitless, as they are far less expensive than the trillions of credits worth that the Death Star was, they cannot be beaten. In other words, if one fleet of Star Destroyers is somehow defeated, another fleet can easily take its place, thereby making rebelling against the Empire a waste of time. He also believes that any individual asset in the Empire, such as Darth Vader, is not central. Plans should never be based on an individual asset, as they are just a tool, a weapon. Further, Tagge uses models and graphs to determine his strategies, which is unlike Tarkin, who had a vision and wanted to carry it out. Tagge based his strategies based on the current situation and proceeded accordingly. Clearly, Tarkin and Tagge had very different philosophies on how to best run the Empire. However, I think Tarkin's philosophy is more effective, especially in the long run. While funding a Death Star, as shown in several novels and Rogue One, took massive amounts of resources and manpower, limiting the Empire's control in the Outer Rim and allowing for criminal syndicates to operate, I do believe that the Empire's efforts would have borne fruit in the future. With the Death Star inspiring fear throughout the Empire, I believe then that the Empire would turn its attention to building more Star Destroyers and conquering new worlds. I disagree with Tagge's philosophy because, as Vader states, he only has graphs and works with the present situation. He doesn't plan for the future or have a vision like Tarkin. Also, I believe that Tarkin's philosophy, unlike Tagge's, is beneficial to Palpatine, as it allows him to focus more on his personal goals and gaining more power in the dark side. But what do you guys think? Whose philosophy is better? Let me know in the comments, and I promise I will respond. And once again, please subscribe. I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.